When visiting any Asian country, you will be amazed by the gorgeous temples, historic towns, landmarks, and natural landscapes that have been declared as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Each country has amazing heritage sites and cultural treasures that are must-sees when traveling. Good day, tourists! I'm Jeannie, your tour guide for today, and it's my pleasure to serve you. My dear tourists, we have now reached the part of our tour where I will show you the different UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Let us start in Asia. Did you see that? That is the rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras. The rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras were named as a World Heritage Site by the UNESCO World Heritage Center in 1995. It is passed by UNESCO standards due to the blending of the physical, socio-cultural, economic, religious, and political environment as a living cultural landscape. Did you see that? That is the Angkor Wat, which is a temple complex with a name that literally translates to the City of Temples. The Angkor Wat temples are the largest religious monuments in the world. For this reason, it was recognized as an important cultural site by UNESCO in 1992. Halong Bay was first listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994 in recognition of its outstanding universal aesthetic value. In 2000, the World Heritage Committee additionally recognized Halong Bay for its outstanding geological and geomorphological value, and its World Heritage listing was updated. Next would be the Great Wall of China. Its purpose was to protect China from outside aggression, but also to preserve its culture from the customs of foreign barbarians. Because its construction implies suffering, it is one of the essential references in Chinese literature, being found in the works like the Soldier's Ballad. The basis of UNESCO's designation of the mountain railways of India as a World Heritage Site is outstanding examples of bold, ingenious engineering solutions for the problem of establishing an effective rail link through rugged, mountainous terrain. Asia has different outstanding sites that are worth visiting for, right, tourists? Now, let me show you the UNESCO World Heritage Sites found in North America. Mammoth Cave National Park, Kentucky. The world's largest cave system is a natural for the World Heritage List, says Russell. No cave has more types of formations, she says. It's quite exceptional. It shows the stages of the Earth's evolutionary history and ongoing process. Statue of Liberty, New York. Rustler says this towering figure welcoming immigrants to New York Harbor is one of her favorites. For us in Europe and for many people around the world, it's a symbol of the United States, she says. The statue, a gift from France for the US Centennial, was built in then popular Art Nouveau style and placed on a frame designed by Gustave Eiffel, who would soon build his famed tower in Paris. Redwood National and State Parks, California. These parks are devoted to the tallest living things on Earth and what Rosler says, the most impressive trees in the world. It was quite amazing that I first saw the redwoods. I could never imagine them so big, she says. They're a remnant of the huge forest which existed for 160 million years. This is a last bit, so it's really important to preserve it. Taos Pueblo, Mexico. Pueblo Indians were lived in the northern New Mexico village for nearly 1,000 years, making it one of the oldest continually inhabited communities in the continent. Rosler was visiting when the Pueblo won World Heritage status. We were all dancing together, she says. Next is the Everglades National Park, Florida. South Florida's massive wetlands preserves a complex ecosystem, sometimes called a river of grass. It also has the largest mangrove forest in the Western Hemisphere. It's a sanctuary for very rare and threatened species, a subtropical wilderness reserve on the North America continent. South America has a huge continent with a wealth of incredible sights, both natural and man-made. There are no shortage of UNESCO World Heritage sites to visit in its vast landmass. Here's a rundown to the best ones to head for. Iguazu National Park, Argentina, Brazil. This national park straddles the border of Argentina and Brazil and is home to one of the world's most spectacular waterfalls, the Iguazu Falls. Over 250 waterfalls crash over the edge of the semicircular opening in the earth, surrounded by lush jungle that is home to a myriad of wildlife. Cartagena, Colombia. This Caribbean city in Colombia was listed in 1984, owing to its impressive collection of forts, fortresses, and monuments. The city's claim to fame is heavily developed military fortifications, which are among the most complex in South America. The port city is located strategically on a bay, and it was one of the finest examples of military architecture of the 15th, 16th, and 17th century. Cartagena was also an important point for explorers looking for the New World. Next would be the Easter Island in Chile. Raipano to the locals. Easter Island to everyone else is a mystical island made it into the UNESCO list only in 1995. But it has long been a popular destination for those wishing to experience a lore and legend of its unique island and national park. Home to my bending Mao heads, the island was inhabited by the Polynesian society around 3000 AD, who established ritual sites all across Rapa Nui, many of which were still there today. Next is the Galapagos Island, Ecuador. The Galapagos Island, a volcanic archipelago drifting in isolation in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, sits off the coast of Ecuador and is well known for its incredible wildlife, much with which only exists on this island. Living treasures such as the booby and the giant tortoise exist in the harmony on the island, which provide a veritable exhibition of evolution before a visitor's eyes. This is the Canaima National Park, Venezuela. This vast park in southern Venezuela is home to a huge array of natural wonders, including Angel Falls, the Tapio Rock glaciers, and the forests of the Guianan Highlands. These spectacular landscapes are home to indigenous tribes, and most of the park is accessible only by dropping from a helicopter or by a canoe, so it's really hard to explore the part of the world. All of this heritage is our legacy from the past, what we live with today and what we pass on to the future generations. Our cultural and natural heritage are both irreplaceable sources of life and inspiration. My dear tourists, we have now reached the part of our tour where we will be part our ways, and I hope that you enjoyed our tour for today and have a nice day, everyone. Again, this is Ginny, your tourist guide. Thank you.